Hi guys, it's Evelyn from Twin Flames 3344. I have the Divine Feminine read for you today. I'm not going to do sand art because there was a lot that came up in the read and I want to do oracle cards for you guys, so I'm going to get right into the read. I have to say that there was a lot of stress that was coming up during the read. The devil came up a couple times, and so on and off I was just feeling a lot of stress, and that's why I'm really tired right now, because just trying to get the read done was stressful. It was just 22, the Fool came up, and the foolish things, not the Fool upright, but the Fool reverse was coming up, not just for the feminine today, it was for the masculine as well. So there's been some of those energies. So the read for the feminine was done at 2:34 today. The major, and I brought this up in the masculine, but today is the 4th, it's the Emperor, so it's all about control. And the day adds up to the Star card. So Star is an 8, so it's about staying at 0 point and shining your light. It's about healing and about your dreams. So, and the structure of that being the Emperor today. So, building a strong foundation when rebuilding a life for yourself and your dreams. So any new dreams, but in healing as well. And today is definitely a need for healing day, since we were all so kind of exhausted this morning. As soon as I started the deal for the Divine Feminine, the Indy 500 came up. So I don't know if there's someone around you who's into racing, but that definitely came up. And then, like I said, the negative energies are coming up from the read. The only court card that came up was the King of Swords. The Indigo, which is the Magician, came up just below the King of Swords in the underlying energy, and both of those cards were in the Divine Masculine read as well. Those were the only two that were the same, the King of Swords and the Indigo, which is Magician. Okay. The numbers that came up for the feminine, and this was all about financial discipline for the feminine today. The numbers that came up were 33, 66, 36, 18, 20, 32, 12, and I think that was it. There wasn't a lot with the, well, 33 and 66 were important, but other than that, there wasn't much that came up with the numbers. But it was all about financial discipline today, and it was just 233, 232, and 233. So again, we got the 3 threes, and 2 was in there too. The 2 is the High Priestess, and 33 is that's 7 of Wands, standing up for yourself. You know, not getting defensive, but standing your ground. Okay. And that could have to do with financial discipline as well, knowing how to stand up for yourself. So 33 years was also coming up, and karma. A lot of different things about karma was coming up with these reads, and Caesar came up again too. In the Divine Masculine read, Caesar was compared to Trump actually, which was very interesting. But karma was coming up again here, around Caesar possibly, and also the Mother. So it's getting the Mother energies in leadership positions. So then Queen Elizabeth comes up as well. The Page of Wands also came up here. At the height of this financial discipline, standing up for yourself, and yes, there is karma between Caesar and Mother, Queen Elizabeth and Son. So it's showing you not just the Emperor, but the mothers of the emperors. Okay, and this is big coming up because of Queen Elizabeth stepping down. For her son to step up. It's about, though, the Divine Feminine standing up for herself. And yes, there's always karma between mothers and sons and mothers, and vice versa, you know, between the fathers and the daughters. Okay. So there might be something about 33 years from now, or in 2033 was coming up, because it was coming up in that way. But Sophia 9, or the collective consciousness for the Divine Feminine, it was telling me at 2033 or 33 years, it's like the height of karma as far as financial discipline. So that might be the worst of it as we get towards 2033. So a lot of coding stuff came up. I'm not sure I understand all the coding that came up in the system, But 3-6 para magnum came up. 3-6/MGM, and that was from Bitcoin May, MAIS.com. Also 3-6 Industry Company Limited, and that was from FTAarea.com. Also AAP's 6th list out. Names Sony, Sori, Shazia, Emi, and then this is India, and this is from the HindustanTimes.com. Okay, so I don't know what this was referenced, but I was being pushed to put it out there because someone else it will mean something to. And it said, well, Emi will take on Congress as actor turned politician Raj Babar from Ghaziabad. Soni Sori will contest against Deepak Karma, son of slain Congress leader Mahendra Karma from Bastar. Okay, so you see how karma keeps coming up here. David Burge came up, and NFL, both from Twitter. 4-post, this was funny, 4-post double parking lift. 4-post, you know, is the 4 of Wands, that's the union energy. So 4-post double parking lift, 3.6 T, I think it said. But anyway, then it said twinbush.co.uk. And then the last entry was 2,3,6 dash trichloro benzoic acid, and then the number C7H3C130 or 02 dash PUBCHEM for publications. It was NCBI NL NLM, the MH, my writing is so poor, the NIH.gov site, okay? There was one more. The Northern Standard came up from Clarksville, Texas, Volume 6, number 24. 6 is the Lovers, 24 is the Queen of Wands. 1936 came up, $3,000. Lore 2000. And a lot of the words weren't making sense because they were missing letters, or they were swapping out a letter for the wrong letter for that word, so it was kind of interesting. So Lore 2000 POCR.ES of tobacco stipulated in second article of the treaty, but it said treat thee, of 3rd September 1800, that why $63,000. So I don't know if that means anything to anyone. Let me know, because it's just weird. For farming, utensils and cattle stipulated, 1.10 came up there, and then CCCOND came up. So I don't know if it was meant to mean second or something, but article of the treaty again. And again, September 1800 plus 365 came up, so 365 days in a year. So September 18th is my birthday, so it was weird. It was standing out to me. So, and then just random stuff that was coming up is significant for you guys. Karma, Buddhism, Hinduism, Italian, Asian Cup 2018 came up, as well as the Dalai Lama. Karmapa and Richard Gere are to attend in Nalanda. And that was from the Hindustan Times, which came up twice today, and that's never come up for me before. This is March 17th, 2019, if any of you guys are interested. Like I said, Dalai Lama and Richard Gere there. Also, 3 juveniles came up in the heading. Okay, and that kids doing, you know, mischievous things was coming up big time in the Divine Masculine. It was just 9/11 when I said that. 9/11, okay? So again, this get-together on 3/17/19 is 30 countries, 3 days. It's a Buddhist conference, okay? So getting in the Divine Feminine read, the King of Swords humbles a child in a scam, possibly, and bad feelings of dysfunctional family and working out the details. Or it could be the King of Swords' inner child, okay? So it's outer child or his inner child. This also could be the King of Swords coming up in both reads. Could be the Divine Masculine, but it also could be a lawyer in court, because definitely court proceedings were coming up more so on the masculine side, but a little bit here as well. The King of Swords and family maybe scammed at work, or dysfunctional families scammed him at work, and stuff coming out about an indigo child, or their offer to make up for something that they've done, so this child. Truth of foolishness out of an arrogant child, kicked out of the church and asked to step down because they were the devil. Or a loyal friend tried to warn the fool, but the fool was too arrogant to listen, and now destitute, without any shoes, asked to step down due to deals with the devil. Rust green and gold, left out in the cold, judge sold their soul to the devil. Two arrested for devil worship, a judge above the law, right peg leg, and this was bringing it back to Al and Peggy, so the person that he has a codependent relationship with. Right peg leg, using crutches, like so the codependency in the relationship, or for a couple scammed there is no justice, or that justice reigns and a couple scamming others is arrested, but others still left with nothing manifested, so they didn't get back what was stolen from them. So that you see there's multiple situations, and obviously this doesn't apply to everyone, so take what applies and leave the rest. On the light side, there's a bold move, or travel to learn, research or study abroad, or in prison literally, or imprisoned in your mind, being strong in the aftermath, or avoiding true love. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill comes tumbling after, with a strong love for self. It was just 1177. I guess it was 27. So that's the Ace of Wands, and 11 is justice. Okay, so there's passion involved with all this justice stuff. Okay, and then after the Jack and Jill stuff came up, Mary Magdalene and Jesus also were coming up here. That Mary Magdalene is rising for Jesus, his confession, his final dive. This could be the one comes up for the feminine, and beneath that is keep an open mind. So the High Priestess with a good book, sad without flame, tossing it into the fountain along with his etheric face and his name. 5D world is fishy with white birds. Karmic's retribution, which could be a Sag Pisces energy coming up here. It was just 1212, which is all about the hangman and wisdom, seeing from another perspective that someone could be getting hung out to dry in court. It was just 22 again with the Fool and the Queen of Wands, 24. So this Karmic's retribution was coming up as a Sagittarius or Pisces or both energies. So you may be seeing things in your 5D world because there may be some Karmics who are making spells or potions, or just in a retribution, just drinking or cursing. Knees and toes, or Tony was coming up, as well as white satin sheets and Christmas lining. So I was definitely getting, the covering around at the bottom of a Christmas tree as well. The Divine Masculine checks her right heel for markings or scrapes that reveal. Capricorn, Taurus, deal, and Billy Goat, and dark animal spells. So there's some really, this is why I was feeling so heavy during this read. There's some really dark, evil energies here, and this is not applying to most twins, but it's definitely out there. There have definitely been those some circumstances in twin relationships. So don't assume it's you unless it applies to you, okay? But there's definitely some devil worship stuff going on here. There could be a teenage girl, and this is 333 now when I started here. Could be a teenage girl raising hell, okay? And that came up big time in the Divine Masculine read. But you are being called to have compassion, and beneath that, even more, and just as much so, abundance. So with you being as abundant as you are, to show compassion no matter what. The truth is out about juggling and performing tricks. 1 minute you see money, and nothing the next. World upside down with Jupiter return. End of an era, losing money tree or scammed in investment, or gambling on a death with family inheritance. Silver and gold, sapphires not found. Truth comes out about what happened to stuff when you weren't around. A hanging bar light, or Cirque du Soleil, someone surrenders and is forced to pay out. There's a family crest or a pendant revealed in a smoky bar deal. When it comes to true love, the devil made me do it. When it comes to true love, the devil made me do it. The King of Swords, Capricorn, Libra, or Aries, or a King of Swords is a lawyer in court with Judge Capricorn in Aries, maybe Leo and Cancer here, and possibly Scorpio taking the fall. Sagittarius drinking and having a ball, but really acting out of depression. Recently, the King of Swords reversed with King of Pentacles upright. The truth comes out between them to find peace. Okay, so it's a King of Swords reversed and a King of Pentacles upright. So something between these two, whether they're brothers, partners, in-laws, friends, whatever it is, this is a common theme for the Divine Masculine, but it could come up in the Divine Feminine's karmic situation as well, about two men who are not getting along, who are trying to find peace, putting out some money to set up a final meet. This could be the Divine Masculine or the Masculine karmic with a shady friend in high places or law. Okay? The foundation is the Moon. Depression in a break of a partnership and needing to choose a path, and or news of a Queen of Cups reversed, or a child manipulating or moody at night. Lots of depression is coming to light. The signs that came up here for all the underlying energies were Scorpio, Aries, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Sagittarius, which were all reversed energies, as well as Libra, Cancer, and Pisces, but they were upright. That's all the underlying energies. Centrally, there's a new life blooming. Destiny, good, but stuck without peace at present. At home, expanding, trying to be playful to find peace. The challenge for the Divine Feminine is karma. Judgment of the Queen of Wands, laying down her sword, looking away from those she caused harm to, who couldn't speak of true love due to her big head. And so it wasn't her. It's confusing the way it's written, but the Queen of Wands is laying down her sword, and that comes up as the karmic energy, looking away from those she caused harm to. The Divine Feminine couldn't speak of true love due to the Queen of Wands' big head and arrogance. Now in the Divine Feminine head, walking away from or within, raising glasses to the Holy Trinity or Haiti, depending on your situation. So someone's walking away from a business or something. So whether it's the Divine Feminine, the Divine Masculine, the Karmic Masculine involved, in the Divine Feminine's head is walking away or going within, raising glasses to the Holy Trinity or Haiti, depending which one applies to you. Or someone needs their blood drawn regarding hematocrit. Okay, so whether that could be just your levels and if you're anemic, but also drinking was coming up. The Empress reversed, clear on the Empress reversed, right? So totally out of control Empress, or in lack. Clear, it could be a miscarriage, but it's not what I was getting this was about at all. The Empress reversed is now clear on ending a family and giving up the battle. Bad feelings of stealing and on the run in victim mentality, scamming people for money. The Queen of Pentacles gets justice, but not a good feeling from it. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles was upright here, getting justice because of what has happening here with the Empress, Queen of Wands. But she still doesn't have a good feeling, which is like the feelings I'm getting right now, which are really negative, like dark energies. The Queen of Swords talks of burdens, of longing. Feeling the sexual energy was a nightmare, true love, due to the Empress arrogant with big ego and jealous of lover who her partner found peace with. Soon in her knowing, holding back feelings at work, and this is for the feminine, the conflict ensuing of love offer, trying to see a new perspective. Messenger of truth lets King of Cups have it. So that could be the karmic or the Divine Masculine. The Divine Feminine is presently focused, sovereign and grounding, ignoring love without integrity. Dumping extraneous and extra visions, provisions, over sadness and loss, passionately chasing a thief that got lost in a deity. So the feminine also got very soon, you deserve love, and that children are affecting your love life. Around the Divine Feminine, or how she is seen, is coming together with others who are lost, a practical offer to kids or to a twin. So if it's her, it's one thing. If it could actually be her twin coming forward. It could be kids as well. But letting go, both twins letting go to fix things, or kids letting go to fix things. clear blocks of attention, impatience, and rash behavior, healing and forgiving a broken heart. Financial discipline came up, but even more so happy ending. So after all this negative energy, there's very strong happy ending here. Healing complete, a sudden event moment. Detoxing the King of Wands makes peace by offering money or a new life. So if you're still with your karmic masculine, there could be a payoff here and making peace to let go finally. Family cycle over. Some have left their partners or wives. Okay, so this could be on both sides, divine feminine or divine masculine. The wounded warrior, now the battle's over, excited. She doesn't know that he's excited that she doesn't know the battle is over. So if it's the masculine who just left, he's excited that the divine feminine doesn't know, or even that the karmic doesn't know, this jealous empress. And he's keeping his vibration higher and paying out for rejection, shyness, or emotional immaturity. But the masculine's coming up here as back on his high horse with rest and meditation, leading the way, standing his ground, and fending off others, king of the hill. Okay? So it's definitely positive. It was very dark, all of the reading, until the very end, and then all of a sudden we have an eclipse tomorrow, and we had a tower moment. So this eclipse could eclipse all this dark energy and bring the masculine back on top. Whether it's the divine masculine or the karmic masculine, doesn't really matter. But there's definitely that energy of things turning around for the better tomorrow. The King of Swords, indigo, at night, present to third party to find peace with new life, using lotus, letting go of karma, in knowing, getting attention for walking away in a big explosion. The wounded warrior with battle over. Okay, so there's some really heavy energies, but really illuminating and good energies at the end. Okay, so everything works out really well at the end. So that's where you need to stay in your faith and stay at 0 point. Okay, here's the read. Actually, I'm showing you the masculine read from earlier. So it's not that one. This is your read. The feminine read. Okay. So I'm going to pull you some cards. Let's see what comes up now, so I can let go of all this. Take a deep breath, guys, okay? We'll start with the Ascension deck. Clear and align, clear and align. Let's get rid of all these negative energies from the read. Let go of all. And don't worry about any wrongdoing other people have done against you. It's all about letting go. Finding the compassion within you and rising above. Not allowing people to walk all over you. That's not the point. You take yourself out of those situations. But it's not about getting revenge. It's about letting go and rising above. Mastering your feelings and your emotions, okay? It was just 23, which is the King of Wands. Take another deep breath. Transmute, transform, transcend, and create. Clear and align. Okay, so for everyone, today is January 4, 2019. What is the message for us? What do we need to know this day, January 4, 2019, for everybody watching in the highest and best good of all those concerned? We have Orion at the bottom as number 18, which is the moon. Okay, the moon was in the foundation of your read. Orion. The affirmation is, I honor the masters of Orion and visit them in my sleep. Okay, so you can pick what master you want to connect with, but you might want to ask to connect with someone tonight. Using a candle, playing music, calming music, walking in nature, okay? Archangel Mariel will light up your soul star chakra above your head. And then the main card that you got here was Pleiades, and it's number 16, which is that tower energy that we had yesterday, and then the tower comes up again here because we have the eclipse tomorrow. So it's very much about that energy. The Pleiades are great healers. They love Earth and all who live on her. By drawing this card, you're being invited to open your heart to Pleiadian healing. Let them enfold you in their loving, healing blue light. so that their wisdom and gifts flow to you. And when you have absorbed these qualities into your energy fields, pass them on to others. Remember that the animals who come from the Pleiades, the sheep, pandas, and pigs, heal people and the land. Bless them and honor their work on our planet. The affirmation is, I open my heart to love and healing from the Pleiades. Excuse me, just one second. I need to get my water and take a sip. Better. We'll put some grounding up here for you guys. Put this one on the side too. Alright, so Pleiades. Also came out was Lady Portia, the partner for Saint Germain, about transmuting all those energies with the violet flame. She is number 32, which is the Six of Wands. That energy came up at the end. So we had the Tower and that Six of Wands. Both energies came up at the end of the read, so it's perfect that both those numbers came up. 32 being a 5 and 16 being a 7. And the 5 is, of course, of expansion and freedom and romance and children, change. And then the 16, the 7, is all about spirituality and the calm before the storm, which came up. The read for the masculine was the moment before 11, so it was like the calm before the storm was coming in. So for Lady Portia, it says, Lady Portia is known as the goddess of justice, which came up big time today. As a lord of karma, and karma came up big time today. I've never seen karma written so much in any of my reads. She tempers justice with mercy and balance. In order to act with these golden qualities, you must let go of your own projections, and projections came up earlier too, and prejudices to see the whole picture. When you receive this card, Lady Portia is calling on you to review an aspect of your life or relationships to bring it fully into the fifth dimension. Be generous-hearted, open-minded, and fair, and step aside from your judgment or your preconceived notions. And then your ascension path will be showered with gold. And so this is what I was bringing up earlier. All right, it's not about you to feel the injustice and try to correct the injustice. It's about trying to understand and rising above and having compassion for the other point of view. The affirmation is, I'm fair-minded, open-hearted, and non-judgmental. Okay? Alright, so we have the past life deck. Okay. Clear and align. Clear and align. Clear and align. Take another deep breath, guys. Really get into your wings. Clear and align. Alright, so for everyone, the Pleiades came up. And Lady Portia, so let's ask Lady Portia. Alright, so from the Pleiadians and Lady Portia, we're asking for your advice. This January 4, 2019. For everyone watching, the highest and best good of all those concerned, what is the advice? The bottom of the deck is Greco-Roman, which it's coming up a lot lately, okay, and that's the Colosseum. The lions fighting, the cat fight. So definitely could be coming up in the karmic energies or children. Alright. So it's about you maintaining your 0 point and not reacting, not feeding into it. Don't even address it if you know it's a volatile situation. It's about walking away, letting go, even if you feel justified in saying something. Let go. The cards that came up for you guys. Transportation. Male, female. And Native American. So let me see what I get from this. So again, it's about aligning, if you do come together with your masculine, align your spine energy, stand back to back, and give yourselves a few minutes to just integrate with each other. And of course, Native American is coming up, so that any shaman energies that you have to use to keep the energy peaceful. and light and funnel out any extraneous things. Let go of all that stuff. Release the dead weight. And again, we have Thomas the Tank Engine here with the timer. I always get the toaster oven timer, but it's also like a safe, so money's coming up too. The money train crossing the bridge. I was definitely getting to time for the War of the Roses to end. And that more shamanistic life to begin, more natural about nature. The love train. The love train. What is it? The love? And Love Shack was coming up too. So when you are, not agreeing or having negative energies between you, maybe you need to camp out in the backyard together, or just take a nature trip, or travel somewhere on a train where you can see the beautiful nature, through the windows the whole trip. And Spirit's connecting with me. There's a timer on though, like there's a time limit. It's like we're on the right track, but there's a time limit to getting there. So, you guys really have to do your work, and, your shamanistic work is what they're bringing up, and transmuting the energies. Okay, so whenever negative energies, you don't see eye to eye with people, align your spines literally, or take a walk, get outside, or take a trip. Get on a train or drive, cross the bridge. But stay on your track. Someone comes in your face, don't move over to their track. Stay in your lane. If the guy cuts you off, let him go. Okay, out of your life. Stay in your lane. Stay safe. Okay? Because you have the Colosseum energies here. Okay? Wild animals don't care what you think when they're out of control, and there's some people who are like that. So it's telling you those energies are out there. Stay in your lane. Don't feed into any negative energies. And just let it go. Doesn't matter what you think. Don't even think. Just stay in your heart. Okay. So now we have Journey of Love. Okay, because we have an eclipse tomorrow. Total eclipse of the heart. Clear and align. Clear and align. Everyone take that deep breath. Clear and align. Clear and align. Clear and align. Clear and align. Okay, so Lady Portia and the Pleiadians, we need your advice for everyone watching this January 4, 2019. Everyone watching, for the best and highest good of all who's concerned. What is the advice? What is the advice? Okay. The communal dance, number 5, came up on the bottom. Okay, so again, that's number 5, which could be conflict. It's expansion. So there could always be conflict when the number 5 comes up, but don't look at it in a negative sense. Instead of anxiety, it's excitement. Okay. And in this picture, it's very peaceful. It's about the community joining hands, right? Because when you're all joining hands in a circle, you're all seeing the same thing from a different perspective, but you're making peace with it. At night when the moon's out, when people aren't seeing right. But right, we have this eclipse tomorrow. So it's definitely referencing the eclipse. You got Shakti, number 19, which is the sun. Okay, so it's going to, we have the eclipse now, and then what, I don't know, it's the 21st around there, the other eclipse. Okay, so this is connecting the eclipse for the new moon, and then the solar eclipse, the 21st. I believe that's correct. I haven't been looking into the eclipses recently, so. So 19, Shakti says, Shakti is the divine feminine fire. She is the body awakened with light. She is the divine feminine, and she is the Kundalini, the energetic force that moves through us, triggered by love that leads to enlightenment of our body. With our Kundalini coming alive within us, we cannot remain as we once were. It's impossible. We may try to lead the same lives, be the same in our relationship patterns, and perhaps even behave properly, but it simply cannot be done. Soon our disguise slips and people wonder what happened to her or what's gotten into him. We're on fire with the divine and cannot help but misbehave. We are no longer satisfied with trying to be the good child or fearing we are the bad child. We know ourselves instead to be the divine child. That child divine lives fully and with passionate fire, not doing things the way they're supposed to be done perhaps, but living instead from the heart. Our body may ache as we burn through old pain, and sometimes the light within may seem so bright that it blinds us for the moment. But that will pass, and the misbehaving will suddenly be seen for what it is. The old rules just don't fit anymore. You don't plug a globe capable of illuminating the whole world into the bedside reading lamp without burning down the house. Best to let that light shine as it was meant to in the big arena. Shakti is making your light grow, beloved. Be prepared to shine brighter. This oracle brings you a message. You're going through energetic shifts in your subtle anatomy. Because your energy body and your physical body have already begun to merge with each other, the energetic shifts will affect your physical body too. It is always wise to consult a healthcare practitioner, but at least some of your physical challenges at the moment, from aches and pains to tiredness, are due to this energetic awakening. Take responsible action as you feel is necessary, such as tending to your physical well-being with healthcare that feels supportive, but also remember to rest, get some time in nature, and nurture your body as its spiritual awakening into greater light. And the poem reads, I have watched you hurting and felt helpless to make life better for you. Loving you is having to make choices, to let you be who you are, who you become, and all the who's yet to come. To love you is to ride the waves of your passionate embrace of life, ever mindful of the change in the wind and the occasional tempest brewing. Loving you is having to make choices, knowing it isn't my fault. I can still choose to take it personally, or just be, while I listen and watch you unfold. Your heart is a beauty I will always love. It is the part of you that hasn't changed much over time. And when I lie beside you and hear you breathe, when I touch your skin or caress your hair, you are timeless, and I choose loving you. Okay. Sacred Convergence also wanted to come out. I mean, Shakti really was the card that came out, but Sacred Convergence was a little loose coming out there too, which is number 28. That's this card here. Okay, and so 28's a 1. So we have two 1s, the 28 and the 19. So it's very masculine energy, and Shakti as a 1 is coming out as the feminines who are in their early, ornery masculine energies right now. All right, so you get the idea. So 28 Sacred Convergence says, there's coming together happening within your body and soul, a unification of all that is within you. It's akin to traveling to a strange land. All sorts of new sensations, not all welcomed at first, begin to make themselves known to you. If you're experiencing discomfort within your body or uncertainty and a sense of expansion to include more of your life in your thoughts and feelings, then you're conscious of this sacred convergence. It's like two worlds, or more, colliding. If you are sensitive, you'll feel it happening as an important event without necessarily having a physical situation to attribute the experience to, or upon which to hang an explanation. You may also be encountering this in a very physical sense by finding yourself in situations which you previously would have avoided. You may be meeting people and thrown into relationship with them, apparently more by circumstance than by your own choosing. This is a meeting of you with your shadow and something to rejoice in, even if it's uncomfortable at times. Be gentle and loving with yourself and kindly seek to find the beauty in what you are learning about yourself in your interactions and experiences. You're a wise soul seeking to know yourself rather than judge others. Remember your divine perfection as you're thrilled and challenged in this time of great growth. You're guided to be curious, as though traveling to a foreign land and remaining open to experiencing its treasures. This oracle holds a message for you. A deeper part of yourself is calling you forward. Any discontent, struggle, anxiety, or fear is a subconscious recognition of this. Don't worry, you're a unique plant in the divine garden. You don't have to know what plant you are in order to grow. You just need to live each day, and the growth happens naturally. And then you will see over time the beauty of your true nature revealing itself to you. It will be a revelation to be relished. And the poem reads, from the white foam on the surface of blue to the mystery beneath the waves, wherever your travels may lead, may the artist's touch inspire us to explore the ocean realm and celebrate the beauty as land gives way to water and water to the unknown. Okay? So let it be. It's just, if it comes in, it comes in. You're dealing with, it's always your shadow coming into you. It's your subconscious energies bringing into you what needs to be brought up to be released. So don't be afraid of anything. But let go of those situations too. You don't have to have your say. Remember that words get in the way. And know your feeling. If the feeling's bad, we don't want to feel bad, so we leave the situation. Okay? And believe me, I'm right there with you. So I'm going to pull one more set from the traditional, my old traditional Rider-Waite deck, okay? And we're coming up on 4141. Take another deep breath. It's the Ace of Cups times 2. Love yourself. Okay. So what do we need to know for Portia and the Pleiadians? For those who want to connect with you, make yourselves known. I saw Lady Portia recently in a meditation, and she had brown eyes. She looked just like my next door neighbor's daughter, my old next door neighbor's daughter. She reminded me so much of her, that's why I always remember. But she had brown eyes. I've seen her representation as different, but I saw her with brown eyes, and I don't usually see color, so it's interesting that I saw that. Okay, so what do these guys need to know? It's January 4th, going into the eclipse tomorrow. January 4th to the eclipse tomorrow for the 5th. To Lady Portia and Saint Germain, please, and the Pleiadians. What does everyone watching need to know for the best and highest good of all who's concerned? I love that. All right, the bottom of the deck is the King of Swords reversed and the Emperor reversed. Okay, like I said, there's that strong masculine energy out. Okay, that's about the divine masculine not in his truth, and the Emperor out of control. But that can be good, because when you're not in control, it means you're out of ego, right? Sometimes we need to lose control, just like we did. There's a lot. I'm going to show you further down, because there's so much masculine energy here. All right, this is the bottom 4 cards of the deck. Okay, we have a King of Wands reversed, King of Swords reversed, Emperor reversed, and the 10 of Swords. So there's definitely betrayal, death. 3 people who may be in a partnership, who are ending their partnership. They're very pissed off at each other. Could be 2 brothers and a father. Okay, but that's the underlying energy. Lots of negative masculine energy. But it's the ending of the pain. We've got the 10 of Swords here. It's 4401. Mastering the magician. Mastering your magician embodiment. So why was I laughing when I first pulled the cards? Because I said, what do we all need to know? The sun will come out tomorrow. Okay, so this is the eclipse tomorrow. So when there's a lunar eclipse, there's less darkness, okay? Or is that more darkness? Either way, it's showing you that the sun is coming out. And the sun will come out tomorrow was definitely the song I was hearing. So that's very positive, right? This was upright, can't do better than that. It's telling you all is well. Don't worry about that underlying energy. You just need to focus on you and keeping your energy high, okay? Your inner child, all right? This is beautiful, pure energy. It's exposing the light. You cannot be wrong by exposing the truth. This is like the open door policy, okay? It's important for everyone to know the truth. If it hurts someone, then that's their wound to clear. Then they come back when they're ready, okay? That cycle, letting. But if everyone always speaks the truth, it's not so bad anymore. But it's about clearing our wounds. That's why the truth triggers you, because it's a wound that needs to clear and come up. And this is the second card that came out for you guys, okay? So this is the Seven of Wands reversed. The Seven of Wands not only came up at the end of the read as positive, and in the numbers here it's coming up because not only is this feeling defenseless like the victim, it's also not caring what other people do, right? So if someone attacks you, like this is upright, right? Being defensive. So you can either cower and feel like the victim, or you can no longer care what people say and do, and just walk away. Then we get the Three of Cups, okay? Reversed. So that's all about the energy of overindulgences, about the third party situation, about the gossip, people drinking too much. We just had New Year's. People may still be recovering from drinking, or there definitely could be alcoholics here involved. Because we also got next to that, which was the last card that came out, all right, this came next to it, is the Ten of Cups reversed. And that's like complete finality of a family cycle. Like it's done. All right, and that was part of the read, that there's a karmic cycle that's done. Okay, and you won. Okay, keeping your energy high and pure. Okay, it's about someone dumping out emotions of love that were not for their highest good, letting it all go finally. Thank goodness. Okay. Okay, so you might want to stay away from the men today. All right, they don't look like they're in such a good mood. I love you guys. Be good to yourselves. Get your rest. These are really difficult energies. I'm still feeling the stress coming in from the eclipse and these masculine energies. Meditate, stay grounded, take a walk if you need to. Whatever you do that helps you. And just make sure you get your rest, okay, and eat right to help keep yourself up. Drink plenty of water, okay, because it helps flush all the toxins out. And rise and be loved. I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye.